Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the 12 challenge video for April. Now, fingers crossed, I am going to like the book for this month. It is none other than None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. So I'm really hopeful that I will like this one, but I gotta go pick it up. My hold from the library came in, so let's go get it. I have secured it. I have my 12 challenge book. I'm nervous because I really want to like this. I want to like a 12 challenge book. That's the whole point, is to try books that I might not normally. This one is on my Goodreads want to read list, just like Wrong Place, Wrong Time was. I'm hopeful that I will enjoy this one. I know a lot of people have said that they love the audiobook and that's like a must listen to experience, and I tried to get the audiobook. I actually have 2 holds on it, but neither of them have come in yet, so we'll see about that. I also picked up this cute little bookmark. It was cinematic and my phone was focusing on the road instead of the bookmark. Let's see if we can keep this cute little butterfly bookmark that I can color in if I want to, or just keep it this way. So I picked that up for free. And now it's time to go back and start reading. Or should I just start reading right now? Let's do it. I'm scared to say I like it so far. I've only read the prologue and like the intro. I'm about to get to chapter 1, but it seems like it's going to be interesting. I'm nervous though, because I know that obviously the title kind of gives away there's a lot in here that's not even actually real, and that might be kind of hard to wrap my brain around, but I'm looking forward to this and hopefully I enjoy it. There's a line that says, "We guarantee you'll be binging this in one day," and I'm like, I wonder if I actually will read this entire book in one day. We'll see. Okay, it is Monday morning and time to get back to reading. I am nowhere near halfway through, but it is a quick moving book so far. Things just took a turn. I am very interested to see where this is going. Basically, we make assumptions about intentions, but what is intended may be completely different from what we assume. Anyway, back to reading. Just say that this is one of those books that makes me really want to do like a spoilers vlog where I can just talk about it, because there's so much in here that's like, I just need to say something, you know what I mean? Yeah, so many thoughts, but I can't say any of them. I like the way that this quote's written. It occurs to her that maybe this was never actually the case, that she is looking back through an out-of-focus lens. That's the one that I love. Okay, no, but have you guys read this book? Would you be interested in a spoiler type talking vlog? Or like, it could even be a live stream talking about it. I don't know. I just am wanting to talk about these books that are like actually engaging and interesting and a lot of people have read. So just let me know. my head's hurting, so that's why I've got this heating pad here. But I am getting so close to the end, and something that I thought was going to happen. So far, part of what I thought was going on, I was right about, but part of it I wasn't, and I love that. I love when there's just like a part of it that is mysterious and unexpected, and we'll see what happens. I appreciate that. I am very close to wrapping this up, so we'll see where it goes. I didn't see that coming. How messed up is that? I'm literally right at the end of this book, but it's time for a break. But so intense. It's just, yeah, we'll talk after. Alright, so let's talk about it, shall we? The thing that's on my mind is this is why the idea of your truth is so damaging. Because if we get it in our heads that we can determine truth, you're gonna have all kinds of nonsense like this. And who can say anything about it? No one, because how do you know your truth is true and mine's not? This is why truth is truth. I really love the combination of it being like a Netflix series and a podcast. Essentially, it turns into a true crime podcast as time goes on. I had heard people talk about this before, that it kind of leaves on a what side of the story actually is true. But essentially, it's just like this whole elaborate chain of events that this woman is sharing with this podcaster. Still written in like normal book format, but there's podcast elements and like setting the scene and stuff like that as if it was a Netflix series. So it's kind of elaborate, but I love that. I love that it has those elements in it, so it's very quick moving and there's always something new going on. So then you've got all these characters, which basically are in interview style, kind of like, and I DNF'd this book, not this one I'm about to talk about, kind of like in Daisy Jones and the Six, how it's like interview style. That's kind of what parts of this is like, and I really, really like that. I just didn't like the content in that book, which is why I DNF'd. I really like that format. So that is what's going on in here. Characters themselves are a lot. They're just all a lot. And throughout the story, you are trying to figure out who is trustworthy, who is telling the truth, and we really don't know. We can make our own assumptions, and I think that's what this book does so well, at least to me, is like highlighting the human nature-ness of making assumptions, and based on how, well, it talks about the nature versus nurture at one point. Based on how we think as people, how we are raised, we see things a certain way. And we will assume, even with the best of intentions, we will assume that things are a certain way or that people are a certain way until something comes along to wake us up, essentially. And I feel like that is what this is. It also very masterfully, I would say, deals with the fact that nobody's life is perfect regardless of what it looks like on the outside. I want to go into that so bad, but I feel like part of it would be a spoiler. I think that it does that really, really well. Overall, this was such an engaging book throughout the whole time I was reading it. I'm going to give it 4 stars because there were issues that I had with it. There's some PC stuff, a little bit of language, but mostly it was like using God's name, and that just really, I don't appreciate that. I feel like that is unnecessarily disrespectful. All of that, plus my reaction throughout the book were not 5-star level, even though I really enjoyed it and was really engaged in it. Definitely a clear 4-star book based on how I rate things. The writing style is just so, it's detailed without being annoyingly detailed. You just feel like you can picture it, at least I can, and I love that so much. And also some of the, I mean, she does this intentionally, I think, but some of the descriptions just like make you cringe because they're so like, ew, I can't believe someone did that, or oh, that's horrible. And it really paints the picture of the story that is being conveyed here. And I love that, because how people can think of these things that are just like so off the wall but are so fitting for the characters in the story is so incredible. I think this is fantastic, and I can see why so many people enjoy it and talk highly of it, and I do recommend it. I honestly do, because like I said, there's really okay, actually there is language throughout it, and I think I just didn't really notice it that much because it's a thriller, but it wasn't like some other books that I've read, and it certainly was the best of the 12 challenge books that I've read so far this year. So I'm very happy with that. Finally one that I really actually enjoyed. 1 out of 4. Not terrible, not great, but this one did not disappoint. And I'm very happy to say. If you have read this book, comment and let me know, but don't put any spoilers in the comments. That's not cool. But if you want me to do like a spoiler vlog where I talk about this one, The Four Winds, The Grace Year, The Hotel Nantucket, like all of those books, Winter Garden, I really want to do a video where I just talk about all the spoilers. Or a series of videos where I just take one book and talk about the spoilers. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I think the next video that's going out is my blind date with Bookmas that I already have scheduled. It goes out on April 26th, so I assume that that's the next one, unless I put something else out in between, which I don't think I'm going to. So stay tuned for that. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss Blind Date with Bookmas. It's where I read Christmas books. Well, I'll be reading 2 in this upcoming video, and it was interesting. That's everything. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will talk to you all next time.